Friday. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, go! Come on. Help me out. Yeah. Come on, yeah. Y'all know it's feel better, yeah. Feel better Friday. We're live on location. It's feel better Friday.
Okay.
School of Arts, y'all know it's feel better Friday. Sit down, get out, feel better Friday. Now, so this is what I gotta say to everybody. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Sylver, Logan, Sharp. Come on in. It's Feel Better Friday. Turn your devices up, because the Feel Better fun is about to begin. We're live on location at my high school, Duke Ellington School of Arts, here in Northwest. That's right, come on, Northwest DC. And I'm your host, Sylver, Logan, Sharp. Say hello to the Feel Better fellas. Stan Cooper, Daryl Hunt, and Mr. Chris Allen. Now this is the Feel Better Hour, and as you know, I'll do just about anything to help you feel better and to get your weekend kicked off just right. Now please like and share on the Feel Better Friday Facebook page and invite your friends to watch, because this one's gonna be really good. So we got some watchers out there, they logging on? Oh, both of them? I'll take it, right? So now I've had the pleasure of attending this school back in the 80s, and of course it didn't look like this back in the 80s, right? But Ellington has since had a massive makeover, and now this state-of-the-art school rivals the Kennedy Center, Strathmore, and many performance halls alike. This beautiful school changed my life many years ago and helped me on the path of singing, performing, recording, producing, and now this full circle moment right here, right now, bringing you Feel Better Friday. So give it up for that! Come on. We're live in the Duke Ellington Performance Hall. Say hello to the studio audience now. I want to get everybody. I'm going to take the camera and do it like that. Come on, studio audience, say hello! That's how we do it. And today, all of the students are helping us out with our live feeds. So thank you all who are watching on your friends' feeds and checking out the show. Please hit the share button and let folks know what we're doing. So listen, my guests today are 3 female artists that all have a multitude of talents and skills. And when joined together by script, score, and then brought to the stage, they create the magic that is the stage play Marie and Rosetta, the story of Sister Rosetta Tharpe. She was the first great recording star of gospel music, and among the first gospel musicians to appear and actually join together rhythm and blues and rock and roll audiences. And later, she became known as the original soul sister and the godmother of rock and roll. Now, you know that's serious, right? Y'all know how serious that is? To be not the godfather, but the godmother of rock and roll. Y'all gotta look that up. Tharpe was a pioneer in guitar and her guitar stylings and technique, and she was among the first popular recording artists to use heavy distortion and electric guitar. I mean, that's, you know what I'm talking about, Stan? Start with a little distortion real quick. Just a little distortion. Just give me a little bit. Y'all feeling me? You feeling me? Because she was the first female to do that. You understand what I'm saying? That's revolutionary. You know what I mean? She was willing to cross between sacred and secular music by performing her music in nightclubs and in concert halls. And then she pushed the spiritual music into the mainstream and helped to pioneer the rise of pop gospel beginning in 1938. And with her recording Rock Me, and with her hit in 1938, This Train. The show is written by George Brandt, directed by Ellington alum Sandra Holloway, and music directed by H.U. grad, E. Marcus Harper Short. These three ladies, along with Miss Barbara Roy Adams, bring her story to life. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Feel Better Friday, Roz White, Ayana Reed, and Monette Harrison. Jam a little bit, just to jam a little bit. Can we jam a little bit before we get into the show a little bit? Can we jam a little bit? Come on. I know we got Stevie fans, right? One more time, Daryl, one more time. Y'all, we still logged on? We got people watching? Y'all still live? Yeah? Come on now. I need everybody. You want me to turn my phone on?
We used to go to the bathroom and we used to practice in the bathroom.
We did, didn't we?
Stand on top of the toilet.
Stand on top of the toilet so we can hide from the teachers. Don't y'all do that.
Don't do that.
Ready?
Now I got the performance hall.
Once again, it's Feel Better Friday. I'm your host, Sylver, Logan Sharp, and I am here with these amazing women. Just simply amazing. Ayana Reed, Roz White, and Rainier Harrison. Come on, y'all. Y'all better stand up in here. Now, I'm just saying, thank you so much for being on Feel Better Friday. And now, Roz and Rainier have done the show before at the Loft. We usually shoot this show at our Loft in the Artist District of Mount Rainier, Maryland. And but we wanted to bring Feel Better Friday to you, so it's a privilege to be here at Duke Ellington and talking about all this wonderful stuff that's going on. And I need you all, now listen, we're gonna have a download timeout because Rainier's single has dropped today. It's called Always There. Say it again.
Always there.
That's right. Always there, always there. Congratulations. Tell us about Always There.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
And y'all will understand that one day when y'all come out with your project with the single. So the song Always There, I got the inspiration as far as the lyrics behind it is just thinking about those times where I feel so lost, not really knowing which way to turn. And people may fail you, but God is always there. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, He is there. He's showing His hand in it. And so that's how I wrote the lyrics around the song. It actually started as just a musical idea. I started playing a chord progression. And the producer I'm working with, Chris Victor Davis, he loves it. And he's amazing. He put his little jazz spin on it. And I was like, well, I don't have any lyrics. And while he's putting, doing the music, he's like, okay, we'll write it. Right. Oh, okay.
Go on and write the song.
Okay, we're going to write the song.
Go on and write the song.
So, yeah, but to, Duke Ellington, my first project, Journey, was produced by yours truly, PJ Morgan.
He's probably teaching a class. Did he make it? He's teaching his class to write songs. Amen. Okay. How many of you are vocal music or producers or instrumentalists? All right. And what about theater? Theater? Yeah, baby. Dance department? All right. Yes. I can still flex. This is gonna be good. And let's see. We have visual arts and media and all that good stuff. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? What did I miss? Museum study. That wasn't here when I was here. I'm sorry. I knew that. Technical designer. I knew that. I did. Wow.
You missed one part.
What was that?
That was
LMC. Literary, media, and communication. This is what you can get. And I think I need to come back to school. Because none of that was happening when I was here. So you're liking it, you're digging it, you're learning something good, and also, now, Roz, we ain't got enough time to go through your entire resume and all the amazing things that you do. But you're writing and producing and doing all of those things and starring in the story of Sister Rosetta Tharpe, and you're playing the lead. You are Rosetta Tharpe. Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Let's get it right. And Ayana, Lord, I can't wait to see you on Broadway. You're really on your way. And I don't know if you all know this young lady here, but this is the triple threat. Y'all know what I mean by triple threat? You know what I mean? What do I mean? And they know. Must be a few in the audience. So listen, you all are telling the story of Sister Rosetta Tharpe, who I gave you some information, just a little bit of, I checked my Wikipedia before I got here to make sure I had my little details straight. You understand, right? So why did you decide to tell her story?
Oh, well, it wasn't a decision that I made.
Okay.
In
So
fact,
the director?
the piece found me.
Okay.
I had heard about the piece briefly, and Mosaic Theater and Ari Roth and Suicide reached out. They wanted to offer me a role. They told me that Sandy Holloway would be directing. I said yes.
And you run with Sandy Holloway. Give it up for Sandy Holloway, who's in the building with us. I'm going to bring her on camera in a moment.
And I always talk about relationships. I always tell my students about making sure those relationships are intact, because you never know who you're going to be working with 10 years after you leave.
Right.
20 years, 30 years. we're gonna hold it right there, because, but yeah, I mean, it's a great piece. Sister Rosetta Tharpe was a pioneer. I have been blessed to play many pioneers throughout my career, like Bessie Smith and Pearl Bailey and Billie Holiday, and so I just feel like it's a part of my calling. And so when I got the call, I said yes, 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 and then I heard that Ayana was going to be playing Marie Knight, who was Sister Rosetta Tharpe's protege, and I said absolutely, that is right, you are correct. And so because she's excellent, and I always push excellence, and what's great about our story, and I discovered this in the first read through, is that Ayana has been a muse of mine, and she's been someone that I've always tried to push and always tried to lift. And the same thing happened with Rosetta and Marie. And so to be able to portray that on stage, it's not hard. You know what I mean? Because it's the truth. Like, I want the best for her, and I want the light to shine on her. And I know as long as she's beside me, the light's gonna be on me too. Amen.
That's right. Amen. So I got a question, and any of you can answer this. If Sister Rosetta and Marie were here today, what do you think they would think of today's music?
I think that they would be happy to see how so many things are blended right now. Again, Sister Rosetta Tharpe really pioneered the bridge between gospel music and putting it into the mainstream. So right now, music seems to be crossing over everywhere. Classical artists are working with hip hop artists and all those other things, and so I think that they would be proud to see
How it's grown.
Yeah.
And also how many female musicians out there are playing guitar and playing piano, and which leads me to your roles in this show. So Marie was a pianist.
Yes, she was.
And Sister Rosetta Tharpe was a guitarist. And in the show, you are basically her hands. Yes?
Yes.
Is that it?
I'm like the spirit of Marie Knight.
Right.
But I'm also the pianist for the show. So there's one interesting part, I don't know if you can tell this right now, where they do a piano duet.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the piano, and they're standing right, one of these
Yes,
sides.
yes,
And
yes.
people don't realize I'm the one playing.
Playing, right. It is phenomenal. And once again, Sandy, I gotta bring you on at some point, but to even have the wherewithal to stage it that way so that you could see it was quite brilliant. And so I think we should go right into a song right now. Is that good? Don't you think so? We should go into a song right now. And this is where Ronette takes to the piano and becomes the spirit of Marie.
Lord, search my heart. Lord, search my heart. While I'm down here singing, Lord, search my heart. While I'm down here singing, please search my heart. While I'm down here singing, Lord, please search my heart. You know, Lord, whether I'm right. You know, Lord, whether I'm wrong. You know, Lord, whether I'm right or wrong. While I'm down here praying, Lord, search my heart. While I'm down here Lord, whether I'm right. You know, Lord, whether I'm wrong. You know, Lord, whether I'm right or wrong. Whether I'm right or
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
To get in the way before it happens.
To get a friend home safe.
And to not blame the victim.
It's on us.
To look out for each other.
To not look the other way. It's on us to stand up.
To step in.
To take responsibility.
It's on us, all of us,
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hi. Every 45 seconds, a black man enters an elevator, and some stupid white bitch clutches her purse for her dear life. Now, you might not think we notice, but we do. And while you think you're protecting yourself, in actuality, you're provoking a savage attack. The small step to the side, your subtle death grip on your belongings. It makes me want to snatch that fucking purse out of your hands and beat your racist ass to the ground. However, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll tell you what I will do. Boom! Dumb bitch.
I don't even want to stop. Let's just go 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5. Come on.
You need to go stand by the piano.
Do your thing. Do your thing. I'm gonna strike the set. I got my nerves all worked up, y'all. You must go see this play. That's my Feel Better Friday audience. We still got viewers? I still got some action online? All right, it's Feel Better Friday, y'all. It's Feel Better Friday. We're doing it. We're live on location at Duke Ellington with the cast of Marie and Rosetta, the story of Sister Rosetta Tharpe. And this is Ayana Reed, Ross White, and Ronette Harrison, the cast members. And of course, we just sent a little love out to Miss Barbara.
Yeah.
She rested up for the show, you understand. Anyway, this is 4 or 5 times.
Okay, now just picture it, Sicily. No, I'm just kidding. So Ronette right now is both of our hands. We are playing and singing, and she's both of our hands. And we're gonna do a little bit, right? We're gonna try to do some one hand stuff. Okay. Come on through. Four or five times. It's my delight doing things right 4 or 5 times. Now maybe I'll sigh and maybe I'll cry, but if I die, I won't try to do it 4 or 5 times. I said 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. Now he's my king. He makes me sing 4 or 5 times. I confess. He's the best. He is the best. He passed the test. Killed that mess 4 or 5 times. 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 It's my desire to set the world on fire 4 or 5 times. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm right. But right or wrong, I'm gonna swing this song 4 or 5 times. Don't swing it now. Swing it, girl. That girl good. Yeah.
So wait, before I get into my thing, any questions? Do we have any questions?
My class better have questions.
Right, you're gonna fail the class if you don't have any questions.
I have a slight comment for the students. I know that when we were preparing to do Maria and Rosetta, mind you, this show is set in the 1940s. And so it's really important, especially for all of my musical theater people, for my instrumentalists, for my vocal music people, that when you will be cast in roles where you have to portray music from different genres and from different eras, it's really important to do your research so that you can try to honor the style of the music. It was important for us that we weren't singing this music like you would hear it today. Right. You know, I can give you some Karen Clark Sheard runs and some of that stuff, but this was before Karen Clark Sheard and the Clark sisters, so really just having to study, you know, the music of Mahalia Jackson and listening to recordings of Marie Knight to try to see how can I capture that essence so that I can tell the story and give honor to that. So what you're learning in Mama Ron's class about musical theater and the history of it is going to be the tools that you'll need when you are cast in roles, and yeah.
And I have to say, you are doing exactly that. You could have riffed and run all over that song, and I noticed that when I came to see the show. You were very, very authentic to the character and delivering in her, even in her naivete. I felt like there was a lot of, oh, I don't know, but maybe, I don't know. And the Sister Tharp seemed to be able to pull it out of her without making her feel some kind of way, which speaks to, you know, it's wonderful for me. I'm one of those, you know, who sings popular music as well as, you know, spiritual music and gospel music. In fact, Roz and I, we should take a bow, come. Roz and I and Daryl have earned Grammys for our work with Yolanda Adams live at Constitution Hall. That's right, so you look it up and Yolanda, we got Grammys for that. Yes, ma'am. You know, and now listen, I want to ask Ronette, how has this theater experience been for you? I know this is your first, right?
Yes.
Your first play?
Yes, my first professional play.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So this has been an absolutely amazing process for me. It's a little different than the music world.
Recording life and all that.
Yeah, it's very different, but you know, I loved it, but like the rehearsing every day, all day for hours, and so by the time
Say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again. Rehearsal.
So the people in the back, rehearsing every day, all day, and I mean literally.
It ain't for
like
months.
it was a job, okay? Right. You wake up, you go to rehearsal, you know, you go to sleep, you go back to rehearsal, you eat, you go back to rehearsal, you go take a nap, and you go back to rehearsal. But here's the great thing about that: when the show started, when we had preview week. There weren't really any nerves involved because we had done this show so much. We were already locked in. So, you know, it was like second nature for us to just get up there and do what we've been doing because we had been doing it.
And that's what rehearsal prepares you for.
Absolutely.
That's what rehearsal prepares you for. And I'll just say this, I ain't gonna charge y'all for this one. Professionals rehearse. Hey, that's a word right there. I ain't gonna, woo, y'all ain't ready, y'all ain't ready.
Can we break that down? We're not just talking about rehearsing the song. We mean rehearsing the performance of it. So when you see performers get on stage and they're doing stuff like that, they rehearse that stuff. They actually block it out. Did I use the right word?
Yes.
Block.
Yes, get it to the top.
Hey, PJ! I had to say that.
Professor PJ's in the house. Another one. We were speaking of you earlier, knowing that you were teaching a class how to write songs.
Yeah.
Just say yes. And so, Ronette, would you do it again?
I absolutely would.
Yeah, and with lines even? Because listen, Roz is a genius at learning lines. This one right here can do 3 plays at once and know all the lines to everybody, and know your lines too, okay? Because this is, I guess, maybe a scotch easier because you don't have to speak, right? So, but you do have to.
And I'm so grateful, thank you, Sandy.
Right. Sandy said this time,
Right,
but you gonna have a, right, okay.
Maybe tell me this time, but next time, I'll be ready.
And also one of the questions from the students, I actually printed out some questions that students asked, what is the process of learning your lines?
Absolutely.
And I get asked that all the time. I wish there was a system because I would be so rich right now. But there is no system. People learn their lines the way they learn their lines. Some people write them down. When I first started learning lines, I would try to read them over and over again and then put that away and try to write them. That would tell me if I learned them or not. Or record the other person's lines and then say your lines back. There's so many different techniques, and what works for a visual learner may not work for someone who learns by hearing things. What works for somebody who, maybe by sight. So find out what kind of learner you are, and then you can find out how you learn your lines.
That's key, because I record everything. I write stuff out. I remember songs better when I write them out than when I just printed them off the internet or something like that. And so, Roz, what impact has playing this role had on your life?
Oh my Lord. So I had a picture, a postcard when I was very young of Sister Rosetta Tharpe, along with Duke Ellington and Cab Calloway. They were hanging out, and she's got this big grin on her face, it's like white headband. My grandmother had the postcard, and she told me that I looked like this lady. I had no idea who this lady was. She used to have Rosetta Tharpe records, but and I just kept the postcard with me for many, many years, and it got lost somewhere along the way. But somehow she came back into my life, and so when this role came, I was like, oh, this is why you've been following me all this time to tell the story. Okay, so I'm saying to my class today, there are people who are unsung heroes, and there are people whose stories don't get told. And because of Marie Knight, I really do believe that Rosetta was able to go to a higher level. So don't be afraid of the person that comes along in your world that, may have the spotlight, because they can be the one that gets your story told after everything is said and done. So, that's the impact that it's had on me. It let me know that I'm a door opener. Okay, that's fine. It's okay to not always be the one. Sometimes you have to step back and let somebody else take the spotlight. And they will take you with them if their heart is right. You know what I mean? And if their heart is not right, you don't want to take them with you anyway. So that's what the impact that it's had on me. And just being able to let go of some insecurities is hard for me to follow. Really, really hard for me to follow. I am a leader. It's hard. So with working with Sandy, one day I just had this breakdown in rehearsal. She was just like, you gotta let go. You have to allow yourself to fall. And I was like, no, but it worked, because now I'm just kind of in a zone about it, and I just thank the spirit of Sister Rosetta every night. I thank the spirit of Marie Knight every night before we go on stage, and just let myself just fall into that. And it works. It really does work. So yeah, that's
I love that. And you just never know where you can pull anything from. You can pull all kind of blessings from anything. And we come from a time where you really had to look up and research. There were no devices where you could just Google and get it in 5 minutes. And so it also allows you to really dig into where they come from and what they've done. And even I didn't realize how she was kind of the first at many things. Never mind being a woman, being a black woman, and being a black woman that's a musician, and being a black woman that's a musician that is also, blending genres of music. And that, really speaks to my heart. I've been thrown under the bus many times by one group or another for the type of music that you sing. If you get to sing classical, R&B, bluegrass, country, whatever it is, to speak to what you said, really dig in to know the difference and be able to feel. And
all right, good day, you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. I know some of you may have to go. We're not done yet. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. We're just saying bye to the ones that are leaving. If you have to go, I understand. But it's Feel Better Friday, and we're live in Duke Ellington, and I think it's time for a song. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the cast of Marie and Rosetta.
Rain, 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 children, rain, oh my Lord, yes, it did, oh my Lord, did rain. Tell me it did rain, 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 children, rain, oh my Lord, yes.
It's Feel Better Friday, y'all. This is the cast of Marie and Rosetta. It's the story of Sister Rosetta Tharpe, and it is starring Ayana Reed, Roz White, and Ronette Harrison, whose single came out today.
Single.
Y'all, it has been so much fun doing this. I know we ran out of time just a little bit due to technical difficulties, so we're going to keep it moving. I know I realize y'all are really in school and you do have classes to go to. Like, wait to go. I was like, oh, right, we're in class. The bell gonna ring in a minute. I knew that. I'm just checking to see. But anyway, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy it? Will you share the feed and tell your friends and tune in on Fridays? Or watch it when you get out of class? Right, okay, that'll work. Listen, we're just gonna take it on out, y'all. I'm Sylver Logan Sharp, a proud Duke Ellington alum.
Class of 08 vocal music show choir.
Yes, come on now. I'm gonna pull these over. Come on, you can join. Yes, we need, this is the teleprompter. Don't y'all talk about my teleprompter. You gotta make it work, come on. Give it up one more time for Stan Cooper on guitar, Daryl Hunt on piano, and Chris Allen on percussion. PJ, you wanna come over here and hang out with him? Not really. Come on.
She's revolving, and the rosebuds know it blooms in early May. Just as hate knows love's secure, you can rest your mind sure I'll be loving you always. And now can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing we'll grow older every day. Just that all that important new, you know that what I say is true, and I'll be loving you always
Until the ocean covers every mountain high.
Always.
Until the ocean covers every mountain high.
Always.
Until the dolphin flies and parrots live at sea.
Always.
Until the dreams of life and life becomes a dream. Did you know that true love asks for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we pay. Did you know that life has given love a guarantee to last through forever and another day? Just as time knows to move on since the beginning, and the seasons know exactly when to change. Just as all is born is new, you know what I say is true. I'll be loving you always. Today I know I'm living, but tomorrow will make me the path that I must fulfill. For I know deep in my mind, the love of me I'll left behind. I'll be loving you always until the day that sees the love in my way. Always until the day that to be played. So make sure when you say you're in it, but not of it. You're not coming to make this other place sometimes come hell. Turn my words into truth and then take that truth into love. And maybe our children, grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren will tell. I'll be loving you until the earth opens the stars out in the sky. We'll love you until the ocean covers every mountain. I will loving you until the dolphin flies in Paris, sleep and sea. Always until we dream a life that life becomes a dream. Always until the day is night and night becomes a day. Always until the trees and seas just up and fly away. Sing. Come on, just give me Chris right here. Sing.
Why?
Why?
Why are you following me?
Why my hoodie make me look suspicious?
Why does my music make me dangerous?
Why are people that are supposed to protect me attacking me?
Why are you afraid of me? Why do you think I'm dangerous?
Why do I afraid of people who are supposed to protect me?
Why can't I make a peace sign without you labeling it a gang sign?
Why does standing your ground only work when I'm on the ground?
Why do you show this photo over this one?
Why do you only stop and frisk me?
Why do you have low expectations for me?
Why can't I run down the street without causing alarms?
Why do you think I'm a thug?
Why do you assume I'm armed?
Why can I breathe? Why is my mom scared every time I leave the house?
Why are you targeting me?
Why am I a target? Why?
Why? I know why.
And it has to stop.
It must stop.
Because I have dreams.
Because I can change the world.
Because I will make a difference.
Because I have a family.
Because I am strong.
Because I'm talented.
I have a voice.
I can find a cure. I have goals.
I can lead the country.
I am determined.
I have a future.
Because I'm a scholar.
I am powerful.
I'm someone's friend.
I'm someone's brother.
I'm someone's son.
Someone loves me.
And because my life matters too.
My life matters.
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 Our lives matter.
And so did theirs.
Sylver, Logan, Sharp. It's Feel Better Friday. We're live on location at the Duke Ellington School of Arts. And we're with some of the cast and the director and some students from Ellington right here, right now. The cast members being Ronette Harrison, Roz White, Ayana Reed, and of course, shout out to Miss Barbara out there who actually plays the guitar in the spirit of Sister Rosetta Tharpe. And the directress here, one Sandra Faye. That's right. I was about to channel Miss Fagan. Did you hear
That's
me?
all right. I know that too. She can be here.
Brilliant. And Miss Tia.
Hi, Tia.
Miss Tia. Tia runs the building. That's all of us. Tia runs the building. So how do you feel like this went? How do you feel like this whole thing? Was this a good experience for the Ellington students? This thing, Feel Better Friday, right here.
This was fantastic.
Yeah,
I had
good?
such a ball. First of all, I was so entertained, loved the questions, but what was really nice was sitting in the audience and hearing the young people behind me comment about the things you guys were saying and how they were responding. That was nice.
And speaking of which, can I hear some comments from some students? Tell me, what did you think of the of this show, Feel Better Friday, and our guests? What did you think?
I think Feel Better Friday, I'm most definitely interested in watching even more now. I had heard about it before, but now like seeing it live and seeing how everything runs, and even seeing the behind the scenes side and getting to sit in the audience, I'm really excited about what's to come for this show in the future. As far as the show goes, it seems amazing. I love the hands aspect of it, of how you guys, it's like you guys were saying, the spirit aspect. It brings back that you really feel like Rosetta is in the room, and she's here through your hands. That's what it feels like, for real. And I would love to go see it with the guitar, because I feel like it's going to be a whole another experience. So.
And tell me your name.
Jory Holmes.
And what department are you in?
Theater department.
All right.
And I'm a junior.
And you're a junior. Okay. And you with my hair colored people.
Yes.
Your name is?
Oh, Courtney Whitley.
And what department are you in?
Theater.
Nice. So what did you think?
I just thought that it was absolutely amazing. I could see the show here, even without costumes, without the set. I could see everything. I was kind of like idolizing you guys for a minute. It was just
they go right into character,
right,
don't they? Like just like that. It was like they were in the room.
Yeah.
You said it. And you?
I am the Associate Director of Art.
Of course.
I think it's phenomenal. I'm so excited to see several alum as a fellow alum.
Yeah.
Class of 2003 vocal music.
Come on,
vocal music.
Vocal music.
I'm just so proud to see other alum doing so well. Carrying the legacy of our co-founders and just being able to give back to our students today.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Yay! Miss Tia, is there anything that you can share about Ellington or anything that's going on and coming up that we should know about?
Oh my goodness, we have a full season. Well, you know, the new building, the modernized building, has 3 performance venues.
Wow.
Within it. So there's a black box, this performance hall, and a larger theater, state of the art. So our students are training on industry level equipment and in industry level spaces, which is why this was so amazing. You know, I'll just get on a soapbox for a moment and say we are under siege. We know that, right? We as Black and brown people, we as artists are under siege.
Absolutely.
So it's very, very important for our students to be able to see professional artists rising above and confronting that with their art.
Yes.
So that's what today was for me. It was that living moment of activism.
Wow.
And for them to see those who came before them give it back. We may be under siege, but we got this war under control.
Yes,
we got it.
Okay.
We shall
That's
win.
right.
We
That's
shall
right.
win. And that's what Ellington is about.
That's right. That's right. And you know, as someone whose DNA is in these halls, it makes me very proud to see how it has continued in spite of adversity, in spite of the challenges, and it just speaks to how, you know, when your heart is right. You said this earlier. When your heart is right, and you're just trying, your focus is right. Your focus is right. How you get there is one thing, but your focus is right. And these halls and this building has stood on that rightness for a long time. And so it just makes me very proud to be a product of this institution called Duke Ellington School of the Arts. It was life-changing for me. And I know it was for Roz. I know it was for Sandy. I know it was for you. And even PJ, who some of them who may not have been students, like Daryl's an HU grad, but you know, but lived here and grew up under the late Mike Malone and Peggy Cooper Cafritz. who are the reasons that we all have this building and these facilities, and everything that they worked for brought it to fruition so that you all could do this now. So I hope it was well worth it. And Chris or Daryl or PJ Stan, y'all want to add anything? I had to bring them in. I had to know. Chris didn't go to Ellington, but he was doing street theater back in the day. So he gets Stan say, I used to drive around the building. That's got to count. That counts.
Yeah, I was here a lot too, like that.
Yeah, so.
It's wild. It's like contemporaries at the time. So we done a lot of stuff. And we actually recorded one of Marcus Johnson's CDs here.
Oh, really?
It was jazz according to rock CD.
Yeah, okay.
Here at the studio here at the school. So.
Awesome.
You know, so I want to add something that Ross has said.
Yeah.
We really do run into each other around the world and on different stages. Like I ran into Pam, who's managing, I forgot the young lady's name, the singer, and she, the R&B singer.
Vivian Green.
Vivian Green, right. And I go, wow, this is the first time I ran into her. Now we run into each other many more times, but many more people from this institution around the city.
Yeah, man. You can. Ellington is infectious.
Running everything.
And you got to do it. I can't thank you all enough for this participation, and you just brought so much light to the concept of Feel Better Friday and how we do it. And this is the first time I've ever had the cast of a show, a cast of me playing on Feel Better Friday. We try to feature a different artist every week. I never say who it is, so people have to tune in, because you never know. You know, sometimes if you go, oh, I don't know who that is, I don't know. But if you don't know and you're watching, you're just open. And you might, I never heard, how did you, oh my God, and now you're following them. And now so we kind of, you know, we didn't really give it too much away. You know, there's so much music out there and there's so many ways to get it. Continue to do that. Continue to support live music. Continue to support plays and theater and the arts, just like we do sports. Feel Better Friday will hook you up. Spot on the shot. Anyway, y'all, I'm Sylver Logan Sharp. It's Feel Better Friday. This is the cast of Marie and Rosetta, the story of Sister Rosetta. We'll see you next week. Peace. That enough?
Oh, that was a good rehearsal. Now do it again.
I'm looking for a